So moving forward, let's talk about display ad and paid search testing ideas. So one thing that anybody who is using Google Ads or Bing Ads, and Google Ads used to be called Google AdWords, that everybody who is listening to this call, if you're advertising on either of those platforms or both of those platforms, once you hang up the phone today and stop listening to this webinar or we end the webinar, if you're not doing dynamic keyword insertion on your ads on those platforms, you need to do it right away. Doesn't cost you anything, takes less than a minute to put into place, and over the dynamic keyword, the many, many years that I've been using it, you will improve your click-through rates, period. And if you're not familiar with dynamic keyword insertion, this is what dynamic keyword insertion is. So dynamic keyword insertion, and I don't want to read too much. So instead of just having buy chocolate in your headline, like I'm circling here, okay, if you were selling chocolate, you would now do buy and then keyword chocolate. Okay, now what does that do? Why is that so important? This is what it does. So when you just put in your headline, buy chocolate, you might have 1,000 keywords, 100 keywords, 50 keywords. You might have keywords that are exact match, broad match, whatever, okay? So no matter what search that is done, okay, this headline will always be buy chocolate. Now, when you set up your headline as this, buy keyword chocolate, it will insert that keyword that that person did into your headline, all right? So that looks something like this, and I just took Google Ads, for example. This is a smaller client who said, okay, I can show them this, so their keyword is bathtub and tile refinishing. Now, if you look at the ad, that's what people see. Now, if somebody did another keyword like, bath remodel or something, that's what would show here, as long as it was within that 30-character limit that you have for the headline. Now, whatever the keyword search they did, okay, was too long, it would just default to that bathtub and tile refinishing, okay? Now, to the right, and this isn't even from this client because I didn't want to show any of their information. I wanted to keep it anonymous. Here's a test between no dynamic keyword insertion and keyword insertion. And this is typical. Now, why is that? Because the reality is, everybody think about it when you do your own searches, and especially with Google nowadays, they're giving more and more real estate to paid advertising. For any competitive term, the first half, everything above the fold is paid advertising now, which is kind of depressing, but it's the state of the industry. And almost every time you're going to see much higher click-through rates, and why this is so important, because it's a very little tweak you can do instantly and see results. It's not a big drawn-out strategy, but trust me, you will see better click-through rates at the end of the day.